and pocket-friendly. You're welcome to Baker's World on the network service of the NTA, a program that updates you on recipes, cake decorations, cake shows, and all you need to know about the sugarcraft industry as a whole. I am Funke Oyele. Many thanks for watching.
This week on Baker's World, we'll be sharing 2 pocket-friendly and quick-to-make pastry recipes. Our guest is a down-to-earth and focused baker who will take us through the procedures of baking Chelsea and currant buns. You certainly won't want to miss what our respondents have to say about our favorite pastry on Baker's Gist. All these and more for you this week on Baker's World. Do come along with us.
But I just have passion for this baking thing right from when I was in secondary school, precisely SS1. And I remember then, as a food management student, then I would go to stand by the window and then peep. I was just so interested in learning the arts of baking. And then while I was doing my IT, then in Kaduna, there was a neighboring school, an institute for education, Ministry of Education for baking and catering management, and then I enrolled, and that was how the journey started. And then I started, I used to bake for Christmas, Easter, gradually like that. But then I started baking for commercial, and I needed to educate myself, get more skills, and that was how I started. Okay, what's invoked now is cake slices, though maybe because of the financial implication, like a lot of people cannot afford to pay for cakes. That's not the fault of the bakers, because cakes, ingredients and everything is expensive producing cake. So cake slices is really in vogue. You have cake loaf is in vogue. You have cake sticks. Like people just walk in stores, get cake slices. If it's your birthday, you get cake slices. You can share among people. After all, the whole cake will be sliced anyway. So that's what is in vogue right now. It doesn't matter the flavor. And then you can even have different flavors of cake in slices. Like you can order cake slices in different flavors. You can have cheesecake slices. You can have red velvet. Unlike against the ordering of cake, if you're ordering a birthday cake, you only have to order red velvet cake or vanilla cake. But now that cake slices are in vogue, you can have different flavors in different slices. What I really think for myself and then for some other bakers is that a lot of bakers, what they do is that they stick to their regular clients, that they stick to their clients. Like if you have good clients, they know, everybody know. You work on those you have, like your previous clients or your good clients, and then referrals. Those clients will get you referrals, and then when they are doing that, you let them know this person does so work, does quality work. So when the price are a bit high, the person understand. Getting new clients is difficult in these times now because, of course, when you tell them the prices, they will get to run away and they feel you're charging high. So what we do now is to stick to old clients, like you do, like promos, you do sales, you give discounts, just to make sure you encourage them so that they can make cakes. Oh, Chelsea buns, like I said, there's something about, what's special about Chelsea bun is the shape. People wonder how you come about that coily shape, like a mosquito coil shape. Like people wonder, oh yeah, it's made with puff pastry, but like you now wonder how did they come about this shape, and then how come this fruit is in it like that. So that's the special thing about. And then the most special thing about it could be taken as a breakfast, lunch, snacks, picnic. You can use it for any of the occasions, and then you can take it as snacks. When I'm not baking, I sit down to think and create new recipes. I sit down to improve on my old recipes. I sit down to study and then learn the new trends, and I just work on my faults, defaults, because we're learning every day and we grow. So those are the times I get to have to, okay, I did this, I made this cake and this customer complained, I did this work and this wasn't supposed to be like this. So those times when I'm not baking, I try to improve on myself. Well, I listen to all music apart from reggae.
Pastry making can be traced back to the era of ancient Egyptians. Pastry back then was simply made with just flour and water turned into paste, which was usually wrapped around meat. But after so many centuries, pastry has evolved into different variations using wide varieties of ingredients and spices enjoyed all across the globe. Many Nigerians also enjoy eating snacks, especially during festive period.
Yes, I enjoy eating donuts and toasted bread.
For my kids, because these are the ones they like bread. So that's what they take more often. They can eat it at least 4 times in a week.
That would be meat pie and chicken pie.
Egg roll.
Donuts.
Pastries are easily available and affordable as they can be enjoyed at all times of the day. But in this current climate in Nigeria, many people are gradually staying away from buying and enjoying their favorite snacks.
Prior to this era of price skyrocketation, I buy them at a very affordable price. But for now, I think before I bought each at the rate of 300, 350. But now it's almost 650.
Before it was quite affordable, but right now the price has increased. Those that have increased their price is not that affordable, and those that have not increased their price, they've reduced the quality. So now the children that eat bread every day now, they tend to waste the bread.
The hike in diesel prices affected so many things. So it affected the price or the prices of almost all the items you're selling at the point I used to get them. Once you get in there, you're forced to notice to say their prices increase in all their confectionaries there. So all the pastries have all gone up. Even the food, aside the pastries, even the food there have all gone up because of the fuel and the diesel hike.
Price of donuts has increased for me, and as such I've had to drift away from it a bit. Like I don't take it the way I do before. So like maybe on a norms, if I take like 5 times in a week, for now I don't do that. I take it like 2 times in a week.
Given the trends and inventions pastry making has taken over the years, one might not be surprised to see more new snacks come into the market.
My name is Nena Nkwocha. You're watching Baker's World on NTA. Don't touch that down.
Today I'm going to show you how to make Chelsea buns and currant buns. Chelsea buns is a British snack in the 70s, and it can be taken as a snack, as a lunch, in picnic, and then even used as breakfast. I have here my flour, a cup of milk here. I have 3 tablespoons of sugar. This is my yeast. This is my currant fruit. An egg here. I have a teaspoon of salt. I have melted butter, not margarine. So I'm going to pour this into the cup. So I'm going to add the yeast. I'm going to take a tablespoon of flour and I'll just stir. This method is called fruiting. I want it to kind of ferment so that before adding it to the flour. And then I'm going to cover with a towel, so you drop in a warm place so that when you see it as if it's fermenting, then you know it's good to go. Leave it for like 15 minutes. I'm just going to set this aside. For my flour here, 1 gram of flour, and I'm going to add my 3 tablespoons of sugar. And just like the milk, I'm going to leave some, because when I roll, before adding the currant, I'll sprinkle some of the sugar before adding. But if you so wish to get everything in at once, fine. I'm going to add my salt. So this is a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to be adding my melted butter, not margarine. This is butter. Then here is our egg. Just trying to check our mixture. Yeah, here it goes. If you're here, you could perceive the action of the yeast and then the interaction. So we'll have it here. So gently I'm going to pour in case, because I don't want to have a wet dough. So I'm going to pour. Okay, so I have malleable dough. The dough that you can work with. It's not sticky, it's not too hard. So we're just going to quickly dust the table, work surface. You get a work surface. So just place the dough onto the then I just dust the pin. Just roll, just gently, like 2 thirds. I'm just going to sprinkle. You really don't want sugar, you don't want too much sweetness. You can skip this. This is my currants. I'm going to generously just sprinkle. Okay, so we're good to go. So gently you roll, ensuring and making sure that the currants are in it. You can cut into any size of your choice. Okay, here we go. So what we're going to do, we're going to be transferring this onto a baking tray. Remember, I greased my baking tray with butter and dusted with flour. See how this is what I have. I have my Chelsea buns arranged. So I'm going to just cover this and then allow it to proof or double the size. So I'm going to just place it inside the oven. Okay, so next is how to make our currant buns. So this is easy. So what we're going to do, we have all our dry ingredients here, so we're going to use our wet ingredients. So we're going to just be adding them. I've measured already. So I'm going to be adding my yeast. 3.5 tablespoons of sugar. I have an egg, so I'm going to pour in the egg. So this is my melted butter. So I'm adding the currants into it. Remember, I'm going to make generous amount of currants. So now I'm going to start mixing, and then this is where I add the milk. So here I have a dough that is not sticky, it's not stretchy, it's not too watery, it's not hard. I'll be able to mold this into balls. Okay. Baking tray. Just going to lightly dust my hands. I'm going to cut them. So this is what I have. I've molded 5 currant buns. So now I'm going to just cover with a towel for it to double in size. At least it should take like 45 minutes. Then I just set it into the oven to bake for 15 minutes.
I'm actually a passionate baker. I don't rest until everything is done.
When I entered university, anytime I'm broke, I'll make cupcakes and go and sell to the other students.
Decorating cake it's an artistic thing, and art is, dynamic.
Join us on Baker's World every Thursday on the network service of the NTA. Baker's World, celebrating creativity. Don't miss it.
So welcome back. We have our snacks ready, we have our Chelsea buns ready, and we have our currant buns. You can see it here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to pipe on cupcakes, and I'm going to be decorating them and placing them on this sugar basket which I made with parsilage. So I'm going to start by piping a rose flower on this cupcake, and I'll place them here on this basket. So first you'll be making a cone. So to make a cone, you just press down on this cupcake. You press here, you do a cone, just gently, just put pressure. And then you just go like this. Now if you have an emergency work and you won't really need to get this firm enough, you just do them and put them in the freezer for about 5 to 10 minutes so that it firm up. And then when you want to pipe, ensure that your buttercream is firm enough, so a little bit of the icing sugar so you don't have it falling off. This is nozzle wilting tip 104. This is what you use in achieving this rose. Into the basket, and to arrange them slightly. You need to be careful when placing them so that you don't have a mess. Okay, so I'm going to arrange the rest of the cupcake just to fill in the basket and then just pipe on it. So you need to be careful while doing this. This is nozzle tip 81.
So I'm going to do a sweet pea. So I'm going to be piping the grass here. Here, this is a closed rosette. You can fill it up if you so desire, and if your basket is wider, you have more cupcakes to go in there. You can see I have some left over. Okay, so I'm going to be using this to embellish this basket. So you can add more colors and then you can pipe more cupcakes if you so desire. So here I have my basket with pipe cupcakes and I've embellished with these leaves. So here you go, you can do a wider basket if you so desire, and then you can embellish with whatever you so desire. You can do with fruit, whatever you want. You can do with sprinkles or whatever it is. And then most of these baskets you make them in themes form, like for Valentine, for Christmas, whatever it is that is your theme. So that will determine the colors that you want to place in the basket. So here I'm going to set this aside, and then we'll just plate our Chelsea buns and current buns. So I'll be using this. So I have it made here. This is my bowl, and I'm going to be plating my current buns. Just going to layer them here. So I'm going to place it with glaze, edible glaze. You can use melted chocolate. You can use milk, whatever it is, whipping cream, whatever you feel like. But I just decided to use glaze. So remember when we brought it out from the oven, we brushed with melted butter, and then adding this glaze. Of course, you know it's sweetness in heaven. Can't imagine. Make sure you try this at home. So I'm going to just arrange these Chelsea buns here. That's why I have a bigger bowl. So we just do this. These are Chelsea buns. So, but with this, we're not going to glaze with this. I have sliced apple. I'm going to just place sliced apple to give it color and then a crunch. You can just do whatever you want. Just have fun while eating. So here we go. So we have our Chelsea buns here with our layers of fruits. You can just sprinkle with icing sugar if you so desire. You can use whipping cream. You can use ice cream, whatever you so wish to. But here I've decided to do a sweet version versus the healthy version. I have my fruits in one side and I have the glaze and the melted butter in another side, all in one plate. So you can do the same thing.
I am going to be trying my hands on some of this pastry and cupcake. There's a lovely design. Bake For Me has shown that achieving Chelsea buns, currant buns and cupcakes are very easy to make, but though it may be a bit tricky how to achieve, very colorful creation on the cupcakes. Chelsea platter, the bun platter, you can also embellish it with anything that you like. It's not an exact science. Now, this is where we end the program for today. And you can always send us pictures or videos. We're on Facebook and Instagram. It's Baker's World on NTA. We're also on YouTube, Baker's World on NTA. So come your way next week with more an interesting episode of Baker's World. I am Funke Oyeli. See you next week.